Sri Sharda Devi and Her Divine Play, Chapter 12, page 182. Holy Mother stayed in Ghusuri from May to the middle of September 1890 when she contracted dysentery. Golapma and Yoginma realized that although it was a wonderful place to live, it would be difficult for doctors to come from Calcutta to treat her. Golapma wrote to her son-in-law, Raja Saurindra Mohan Thakur, and asked him to find a place in Calcutta for Holy Mother. He replied that he had a vacant rental property in Baranagar and she and Holy Mother could live there rent-free for an indefinite period. In the third week of September, Holy Mother moved to Baranagar with Golapma, Yoginma, Yogananda and Trigunatitananda. A doctor was engaged and Holy Mother soon recovered. She then stayed with Balram's family until Durga Puja. Holy Mother in Jairambati. Holy Mother left Balram's home in October 1890 for Jairambati, where she lived until July 1893. She was fond of Jairambati because she could move about freely among her neighbors without wearing a veil. In Calcutta, she wore a veil most of the time when she was with male devotees and disciples of the Master. She lived like a caged bird in the houses of her devotees, where she followed all the formalities and always had to be mindful of what she did and said. She did not have much freedom. In Jairambati, where she was born and brought up, she felt relaxed. When she was in Calcutta, she always pined for the rural environment, fresh air, vast meadows, and the open-hearted conversations with her neighbors that she enjoyed in the village. We have no detailed information of her life during this period, but we know that she must have helped her mother with household work and served the devotees. A new chapter began in Holy Mother's life. She was no longer Sharada, the shy and timid village girl. She started to assume her role as Jagadamba, the mother of the universe. Her speech and demeanor changed. Her motherly love and compassion, her patience and forbearance awakened to a great extent. She had resolved to fulfill her mission to demonstrate the motherhood of God. At that time, it was not easy to reach Jairambati, but devotees from far and near gradually began to visit Holy Mother there to receive her grace and spiritual instructions. She lived in a small mud hut that belonged to her brother Prasanna Kumar, and her visitors stayed in another mud hut which was used as the parlor. Holy Mother's cottage has been preserved by the Ramakrishna order. In 1877, Shyamasundari had started to worship Mother Jagadhatri every year, and Holy Mother tried to be present for the worship. During Jagadhatri Puja, on 10th November 1891, Swami Sharadananda, Harmohan Mitra, Vaikuntanath Sanyal, Kali Krishna, later Swami Virajananda, Yoginma and Golapma went to Jairambati. Virajananda left a wonderful account of Holy Mother's life there. How happy the mother felt at our arrival. She seemed to be utterly at a loss as to how she could make us comfortable. All that she did ceaselessly for our entertainment from dawn to night did not appear to her sufficient. She herself cooked both morning and evening. What a variety of dishes and how delicious they were. There was something ethereal about the taste. She would be sitting close by as we took our meals and insisted that we must eat more. Sometimes she would prepare some curry that Sri Ramakrishna liked. Four of us, Sharadananda, Harmohan, Vaikunta and Virajananda, were accommodated in a small room in the outer apartment of the house. Just by the side of it, there was an open hall where the Jagadhatri Puja was to be held. The back door of our room opened into the inner courtyard. At its other end was the thatched cottage of the mother. Sometimes, when the door was kept open, I could see her on the veranda of her cottage dressing vegetables or doing some other household work. I saw mother cleaning the dishes in the small pond and carrying cooking and drinking water in a pitcher from the Talpakur Banerjee's pond on her waist like other village women. I had voluntarily taken up the task of plucking flowers and bay leaves for the puja from the interior of the village and from the bushes and trees on the river. As I was very young, the mother did not maintain her usual bashfulness in my presence. Hence, it became my duty to run errands for Sharat Maharaj and elderly devotees. In that connection, I had to go to the inner apartments to bring this and that. This was for me a great blessing since I got the opportunity to see Holy Mother several times a day. We used to call Holy Mother's mother Didima, grandmother. She was very simple and sweet-natured woman. She always kept herself busy with the many duties of her household, such as looking after the cattle, cleaning the cowshed, feeding the laborers in the field, husking rice, and so on. Yet she never missed the graceful smile on her face. She would tell us many stories of Sri Ramakrishna's youth, how he would sing and make women laugh with jokes and frivolous stories. When we called her Didima, that elderly woman was beside herself with joy. Jai Ma.